2 days already. I am so happy you stayed to the end, and I'm so happy you invited people to join the live stream. So if you're not yet on our Telegram, I hope that you've liked our page, you've followed our page, you've shared this page, you've followed our page, you've shared this video link with your friends from wherever they are. I want you to do that right away. Just take a few seconds and invite your friends to join the live stream. You can host a watch party. You can copy the link and paste in your Facebook groups, wherever you have people that you know can be learn from what is going to be shared today. Go ahead and do that right away. My name is Chris. Thank you for joining us for the second day of Why Singles Connect. Today is going to be more interactive. We're going to talk. We're going to share our thoughts. We're going to ask questions. We're going to have them answered. We're going to host other singles on the platform and get them to talk about their deal breakers. What is it that somebody can do in a relationship for you to say, hey, I'm not doing this again. I'm out. Okay, so get ready. It's going to be a cool experience. Thank you so much for being part of the program. Again, remember we have a Telegram group for singles. We call it Why Singles Connect. So the link is showing on the comment section. You just click on the link and then you'll join the group so you can have access to more content coming your way in the days to come. Thank you so much once again. Let's go straight in.
Hi, good evening, everybody. Welcome again. It's a joy to come to be a blessing to you again today, the second day of our special edition of our Singles Connect. And today is going to be amazing. I have amazing persons joining me. These are singles. I don't know if I should ask them whether they are single and available or no longer available. They will answer by themselves. But they are handsome people, pretty people. And we're going to have an amazing time today. So please, I want you to call your friends, click the share button, do a watch party if you're on Facebook, if you're on Twitter and YouTube. You also want to be able to connect with us, comment. And we're going to be doing this way. I'm going to share briefly about deal breakers, just briefly. And I'll get each of them to join in the conversation. And then I'll just stay out of the way. You watching us, we want to hear from you. And then we're going to be watching to see questions you have for us. And we're going to enjoy today. Thank you so much for joining us. So I'm going to start from my extreme right. They're going to introduce themselves. And then I want you to please get set because we're going to go for a ride. Let's start from the extreme right. Your name?
Hello, good evening, everybody. My name is Mfoniso Antia.
The name is sounding so heavenly, Okay, and then the next person.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Mr. Jackson Ibe.
Okay, I'm sure you know me. Osiri Wisdom is my name, okay?
Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm Success, Adike Success.
So if they marry you, you're going to become successful. Yes. All right.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Nwakudu Chimaroke Benson.
Okay, so today we're talking about deal breakers. In life, different people have different value systems, and because of the value systems that they have, certain things happen and they are happy about that. Some things happen and they say, you know what, I don't want this one anymore, and so they want to end the conversation. They want to end a relationship. So today we are dealing with deal breakers as it has to do with relationships. So I'm going to get each of them to define what they think a deal breaker is. Don't forget, today I'm just a facilitator. They are going to do more of the talking, so I'm just facilitating. So they're going to just take a minute each and define what they understand by the word deal breaker. And then I'll come back to them to tell us, what deal breaker means for them. So let's start from Mr. Nwakudu. Mr. Nwakudu, what is deal breaker? What do you understand by deal breaker?
Okay, thank you, sir, for this opportunity. Simple, straight to the point. Deal breakers are those things that when I see in you, as a person, I have to redefine my relationship with you.
So there's something you can see in a relationship and you redefine it?
Yes.
Has it happened to you before?
Yes.
You have broken a deal before?
Sure.
Oh, good. I'm in the right company, so I'm going to hear about it, okay? Yes, next person. Success, what is it about for you?
Okay, for me, deal breakers are those things in a relationship that makes you, for instance, if you're in a relationship and then you notice somebody's acting in a particular way that is not suitable for you, if you just say, I don't want again. So it's a no for me. Those things in a relationship that makes you want to redefine your relationship, like he said, and makes you want to move to a better relationship.
Or
Thank
a different relationship. Okay, so have you you two have you had a deep?
Sure, I have.
So
I have
I'm in for a story today.
Yes, sir. Very
Okay.
sure.
Yes, Jackson.
Okay, good evening, my listener. Deal breaker for me is a trait or an attitude that makes one unfit for a relationship with me. If I discover that there are some threats and attitude with an individual I think I can't cope up with, I think I'll call it a quit. That's what deal breaker is.
For you. Okay. Fong.
Okay, for me, deal breakers, I would say there are things that would cause one to call it quits in a relationship. There are those red flags that can make you call it quits. Just end it.
Okay, so I forgot to ask Jackson. Jackson, have you ever had a deep breaking experience?
Yes, sir, I have.
You broke it or the person broke it, or you have experienced both sides?
I have experienced both sides, sir.
So I'm in for some story today.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so for how about you?
I've had before, sir.
You gave it to the person gave it to you.
There was just a break.
Or maybe we should start from Fong, but just tell us. So what is it for you that you consider to be a deal breaker? Before you I just want you to flow. Don't tell all the story yet. Just one or two things that you consider a deal breaker for you in relationship.
Well, for me, there are a couple of things. The first, the topmost for me is abuse. Be it psychological, physical, most importantly, physical abuse, emotional abuse. A deal breaker for me is constantly being taken for granted, and insincerity. Those three will top my list.
So number one is abuse.
Abuse.
Of honor,
Yes.
then insincerity.
Yes.
And
And what did I mention again?
you were three. Okay, so let's hear Jackson. What are your own deal breakers?
Okay, I have three things on my list that are the very key thing I consider most. One is faithfulness. I don't play with it. Is the real you. Is the real you, and it has to do with a whole lot about you. Secondly, is honesty. Honesty also is a key thing for me. Thirdly, is values. If we don't have equivalent values.
Values, okay, values are general words, but zeroing on the value, which value is it that is really, really important for you?
Well, I think I'm a very godly person. If we don't have godly value, equivalent godly values, I think I will call
so
it.
So if there's a young lady there looking at you or your eye, as you put your mic closer to your mouth, can you tell us, I want to help people. So you say godly values. I want to zero in on which of the godly values that, but there are many godly values. Which of the godly values that this don't fly?
Okay. In terms of conversation, if your conversation with me is not godly, probably is profane, I think I will call it quits. I'll call it quits. Okay. If it is a profane conversation, it's a no-go way. I'll call it quits for me.
All right, that's fine. Let's go to success. Success, your own deal breakers.
Okay, I have a couple of them.
Yes.
So the first one is deceit. Now deceit is there are so many things in deceit. We have insecurities, we have lies, we have pretense. So for me, deceit is my deal breaker. If I notice you're a very deceitful person, I just call it a quit. And then the second deal breaker for me is disrespect. So be it verbal disrespect, emotional disrespect, abuse, still disrespect, I just call it a quit. And then the lastly for me is laziness. I'm not sure I can
I
deal.
like that. Are you serious?
Yes, sir.
As in laziness.
As in
so you don't like all these fine boys that wear starched clothes, they're not doing anything, they just hang around you. You don't like
No. I think even if you want to get your six packs needs to have results. You need
Oh
to,
my God.
Yes, you need to have six packs with
results.
results. So you just not just come with your fine six packs, your fine looks, and then you're lazy, and then you just sit at home, and then you expect me to put food on the table. No, I need a man that can stand up and take charge.
So there are some men that are doing like that.
Sure. There are men that they just most times they come with this pretentious look, and when they come
Okay.
to you, they're all nice. They act like they like you a lot, and then the next thing they start asking you for money.
Oh.
Or, hey, oh babe, can you do this for me? Ah, babe, can you do that? Oh babe, this. Oh babe, that.
They have
They're
the mind
asking
to ask that.
They do, sure, and they'll do it in a very loving way. And
As in a man.
a full-grown man.
Let's go back to Ofon. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Very correct. You see them, they are the well-packaged ones. I mean, sorry to say that the ones that are called Yoruba demons. The ones that attack Yoruba. I mean, they're not all always from Yoruba, you know, they're not Yoruba speaking, but
I think I've seen that movie before.
yes,
There's a movie
they are
called
they're
something
the all
Demons.
well-packaged ones. They speak sweetly, and then they are the very romantic ones. Fear them. Fear them very well.
Are you serious?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So laziness is a no for me. And then lastly, I can't deal with a stingy man.
Oh.
I don't have in my DNA. I'm not sure I have the software to manage a stingy man. I'm not.
That's big.
This lady is just blowing me up
I'm
today.
not
He says
sure.
you don't have a software to manage stinginess.
I
You
don't-
can't start laziness.
I
Then you're
don't-
talking about some demon. You know, something is
Yes,
amazing.
Okay, my love language. One of my love languages is gifts.
Giving of gifts.
Yes, but I'm not materialistic. But then I would want you to shower me with lots of love,
Oh.
gifts, care. I said just overdose. I don't know. So for me, stinginess is a no for me.
Is a no for you?
Yes, sir.
Because you cannot get that love language.
No, sir. I can't relate. You're telling me you love me, but then
What
you
you're
need
speaking
to-
is not speaking my language.
It's not showing.
You're
You need to
speaking
show.
Greek.
Yes, sir.
Oh my God, I'm liking this discussion. So let's hear from Mr. Nwakudu.
All right. One of my deal breakers is the inability to
It's your
be
mic.
teachable.
Hmm.
Lead pastor, in one of your teachings in church, you mentioned something very striking. You said if you are not teachable, you are not helpable.
Hey.
So, as a lady, I come across a lot of ladies every time now and then.
I can see that from your hairstyle. I want to come around. Go ahead.
But so one of the things I try to gauge out as I come closer is your ability to be teachable. To be teachable. If I can't teach you, because any relationship, your lead pastor, sorry, so let me also allude to what you've said before. Any relationship we are entering into, whether it's romantic or not, does not leave us the same. Does not leave us the same.
Yeah.
So, iron sharpens iron. And someone said sometime that if iron sharpens wood, or if iron contacts wood, it's either it becomes, the wood will become injured and the iron will become blunt. So, if there is no place for us to be able to share and interact, exchange knowledge, teachability, then I begin to back out from that. So for me, teachability is very strong. Integrity, ability to manage resources. Ability to manage resources.
Not to be tight-fisted.
No, not to, no.
Judiciously use us.
Yes, not to be tight-fisted. Then also, under that ability to manage resources, the ability to be able to earn my trust in terms of managing physical resources, cash. I'm not saying you be a stingy person, but you have the ability to be able to use common sense to know what is best at each time. So ability to take initiative. If you don't have that ability to take initiative at some certain time, even if I am there and I'll say, okay, wow, what you did was great, then it's a no for me.
All right, so let's hear Fong. Tell us about the story of just one of the stories. Don't need to call names, of the deal-breaking experience, either the one you broke or you just broke. What happened? So that maybe somebody can, so that somebody can learn. We want you to don't give us details, don't call names. Just want you to help people to, capture the essence of what we're talking about.
Okay, so there was this person I was considering one time, and we're talking, and I mean, in the initial stage, it wasn't physically we're not so attracted to me, but then friends were like, you should give it a try and everything. So finally, I gave it a try, and then We started talking and kept talking. And sorry, one of the things I forgot to add as my deal breaker is if you're not bringing anything to the table, I'm not saying focus on your priorities. At least have a sketch of where you're heading to. Because, I mean, in future, you're supposed to be the one leading me. And if you don't have a plan of where you're leading me to, where are we going to? So I'm like, okay, in the next 5 years to 10 years, what are your plans? I know you're working. I know you're in an office, you're working. So, but what do you have in plan? What do you have in stock for you? And he's like, you're not even saying yes to me, yes, and you're already asking me what's your plan. And what if I tell you and then you did not accept? I'm like, am I going to use your blueprint to live my life? So he didn't tell me, and he kept just meandering and doing like that. We stayed 3 months, still talking, 3 months, gone to 4 months. I'm not seeing anything reasonable. You're not telling me anything. That was an end for me. So I didn't continue from there. Well, if I might also chip in, another instance was someone we're in a relation. I was in a relationship with. We started talking. Then I noticed this inconsistency with stories. You couldn't join stories. I like to tell people that my head relates, the way my head works is in a very funny way, just there. So I don't like people who leave gaps for my head to fill. Don't leave gaps for me to fill it, because it will fill it with things.
Don't leave
gaps, yes,
for my head to fill.
Don't leave gaps for my head to fill.
Because my head will fill it with
it's going
things.
to fill it with things, and it might not be true, it might be true, but most times I am right. In most times I am right. So you go off for 1 week, you come back and act as if nothing happened. Where have you been and what happened in your life? Well, babe, forget it. I know some very stories, and then
And you're not going to forget anything.
How will I forget, Pastor? I mean, the head doesn't forget like that. So that was a no-no for me. I call it quit.
All right, great. Okay, let's go to success. Let's take the ladies first. Success, just one of those stories, and because we want to advise people, want to, make it real. Okay, like we say, don't call names, but let people know what really made you to call it off, or if the person and then know how it went.
Okay. So when I was 7, I was in this relationship, and I gave him my all. I was in this relationship. It was a distance relationship, so he wasn't around, and he was working somewhere, and I was 7, and I was giving him my all. Like I gave it all, my time, I gave my finance, I gave emotions, I gave everything, but I wasn't getting it back. It was like I was alone in this relationship, and then he always tells me he loves me, but I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't, it wasn't visible. I was struggling in the relationship emotionally. I was down. And then I will call him, and then we talk over the phone, and then he tells me, I love you, success. And I was okay, no problem. Because you love somebody, you just stay in a relationship and you're a shadow of yourself. You don't actualize any dream. You're just there hoping that things will get better with time. And I got to a point where I couldn't take it anymore. It was too much for me to bear. So I had to call him and tell him I can't be the only one suffering in this relationship. It's a relationship where we come together to make it work. So I can't be the only one working towards the growth of the relationship. So I had to call it a quit. That was one. And then the second one, I was in this relationship, and then it was.
Calm down. I can see your voice already coming up small. It's like that thing really touched you. So calm down. Just let's go again.
Okay, the second time I was in this relationship, and he was very nice, he was caring, but then before we got into the relationship, we had things we were not supposed to do.
Okay.
Like we were not supposed to do certain things. We said, okay, this is what we're not going to do, we're not going to do this, we're not going to do that, and then we got into the relationship. Okay, before we got into the relationship, I told him to take his time. So think it through, because it wasn't a very easy decision for us to take.
Okay.
So he called me back and told me he has thought about it, and then he wanted us to continue. So we continued the relationship. I trusted him because he gave me his words that it wasn't going to happen. And then suddenly, one thing led to the other. He broke out. He broke the promise.
Wow.
He broke the trust. He broke everything we stood for. He broke our vision. In fact, it was a very terrible experience for me, sir.
Okay.
So I just had to call it a quit.
I don't want to ask her what it is, but I'm sure it's something very deep. Okay, but it's something very deep. Okay. So let's hear from Mr. Nwakudu. What caused you to end that relationship. Okay, when we are done with our stories, we're going to go to the next level, which is talking about, so what do you advise people? How do people decipher these things? Because some of them, they come in a very coded form. You can't really say, so how do we overcome all of this?
Okay, as I said, dealing in relationship also starts from the beginning. It also starts from the beginning.
Yes.
So I've not been neck deep into a lot of relationships. I'll be straight with you. I've just been into a deep relationship once. But at the entry point of some that I attempted to, that was when, in the course of the exchange of thoughts and all that,
Okay.
I started seeing deal breakers. So we had to come to a mutual agreement. So one of those instances was practically, and I also use this to advise other people to.
Okay, just hold on to the thoughts. For those of you watching us online, thank you for joining us. Whatever platform you join us on, Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube, I want you to, if you're on Facebook in particular, can you help us to share this video? Can you do a watch party? I want your friends to also see to also be blessed. You might be saving a life, saving a relationship by just sharing this video. Also, we're going to come to you, so we'd like you to please tell us your own deal breaker, whether you are single or married. But I know we have a lot of more single people here. What is a deal breaker for you? And so we're going to also take your own. So we're coming to you online, so please hang in there. We're going to be able to hear from you also. Please go ahead, Mr. Wakudu.
Yes, so we got talking because I believe at the beginning of every relationship, there should be conversation. And so we got talking, and then on the matter of principle, I found out that, and as I said, I would love to advise other persons also when discussing. This person said, if we get married, as a case study, that she was not going to be willing to join me in my church.
Okay.
You get that? So, thank God we had that conversation at the beginning. So with that, it's a subjective matter. There are some people who can deal with that.
Yeah, because some people, when they marry, both of them can decide to stay with it. For the conventional is that the lady joins the man, all right? Yes. But now, I've also, seen some widened option. The man and the woman can decide to go to the woman's place, or can decide to go to a different place that neither of them are worshiping. So, okay, go ahead.
Yes, so she said she would not be willing to join me in
where
I worship. And I was worshiping in church here.
Okay.
So at that point, I said, if that be the case, then there is no need us going further. Because for me, on a matter of principle, some people would not take it.
Yeah.
But for me, my interpretation of that meant beyond that, when we get married, or if, as a case in point, there might be other instances or issues that she would not budge.
On matters of principle.
On matters of principle. And when such kind of issues come up, we would then have a deadlock.
So you wanted to handle the deadlock before the deadlock put in a dead corner?
Yes. So
wow.
Since at that point, she said that could not work. And also, it also mattered to me that we are going to raise children together. We needed to be under the same spiritual atmosphere. As I said, it's a subjective matter. Some people would not care about that. For me, it's something important to me.
It was something important to you.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go to Mr. Jackson. Mr. Jackson, tell us, your own experience. Please don't forget, those of you on the social media platform, like I said, please, share the video, do a watch party. But more importantly, we are also going to get to you to tell us about your deal breaker. Please, if you don't mind, once it's done, I want to refer to your own. Can you please drop for us what are your deal breakers? All right, and if you also want to tell us a story, please do. Feel free to drop a story there. We're going to go and listen to that story. Okay, so go ahead.
Okay, thank you, my lead pastor. My very key points among the three I listed, faithfulness and honesty and values, I think I'll pick from the honesty.
Okay.
Well, Pastor, I think I've been in only one relationship
Okay.
as a young man, but one of the worst things that ever happened in that relationship was, at a point, honesty lost its ground. I was honest to every decision I made. I was honest to every little thing I said. Every word I spoke, I gave affirmation to it and I stood by it. So I was expecting the same thing from my partner.
Yeah.
Also, to be honest in whatever decisions she's making with me. At a point when she wasn't being honest with her words and her commitment, I became wary. Became wary. I was even looking more older because of that.
Oh. So this kind of emotional thing can really trouble somebody?
Yes, sir.
Can it make a lady develop wrinkles? Ladies, can you make a lady develop
Very
wrinkles?
well, sir.
I developed
Very well.
wrinkles.
You develop wrinkles,
As a young
but I seem not to see them again now.
Oh,
Wiped
sir,
away.
I'm very, very, very okay now.
You are very okay
I
now.
have my peace. I have my peace. So honesty was lost its ground in my relationship then. So I think I came to a point I was very, she also knowing fully well that she wasn't honest to me also, at a point also, she was calling it quits. Because
Oh my
most
God.
of the things she was coming up with were not really
The
things she
truth.
can hold on to.
Okay.
They were not sincere. They were not sincere proofs or whatever she had in mind. So I became wary. She called it quit, and also I quitted the relationship because she wasn't honest.
Oh, awesome. All right, so we have few people here on Facebook telling us what their deal breakers are. We have, Amos said that his deal breaker, Amos Samuel, thank you. Amos Samuel said is lies. Okay, lies. When somebody is lying, deceit and pretense. All right, he doesn't like it. I think Pastor Favor here say be a person of principle, know what is important and discuss it. Okay, Oji agrees with him, know what's important and discuss it. All right, so we get more feedback from other people. So now, if you're going to advise somebody, a young lady, okay, how do you advise the young lady, to notice all of these deal-breaking experience or early? Because some people don't get it to notice it early until it gets to a point of heartbreak, and some even get to depression. I'm sure some, thinking of committing suicide because of it. So what's your advice, having been through that once or so?
Okay, for me, the first thing is to know set your own values first. Because if you do not set your values straight first, you can accept anything. Maybe on the long run, you now discover that, oh, this was not it. But if you're able to, I think it was Pastor Favor that said this yesterday, if you're able to define in clear terms what you are made of as a person, you'll be able to know what you can accept, what can come into you, what will be a better match for you. So you set your values first, and then give it time. I don't know. For me, I don't think 3 months is enough time for someone to get married. No matter the magic, no matter the thus said the Lord, it's just too short for me. So I like time. Time is a revealer of things. Time reveals a lot of things. It reveals intent. It reveals purpose. It reveals the real person for you to see. So this person that you're seeing, imagine, will you be able to cope with this? So if it was short, I can pretend for 3 months. Anyone can pretend for 3 months. But if you give it a little time, little longer time, you'll be able to see. And I like live scenarios. Be out with the person in places. Listen very well. Listen to unsaid words. There are things that are, forget
How
about
do
the
you
things
hear
that are
unsaid
said.
words? Please, that's interesting.
Reading between lines. There are things that are not said. I listen more to things that people don't say than much of the things that people
Are you
say.
serious?
The things that you say could be packaged just to say it to please me. You could have gone to study me and maybe go to my Facebook page and see the things I like and come and start. I mean, there are examples of people who come and I've met someone who come to small time, every small instance. You talk about church, talk about the Lord is, even told me, oh, I was in church today. Oh, I saw your friend in church, just to let me understand that he is in church because I like church people. But if you dig deep inside, he gave it time, and then you realize that church thing, it faded away.
Oh my
So
God.
give it time, allow some time. Set your values right. Allow some time. Listen to the things that are not said. Read in between lines, if it may. Then ask a lot of questions.
A lot of questions.
Not direct question per se. Just create scenarios in your head. See how the person responds to things. People, for example, you went out with someone and you see how the person treated a waiter, or he treated a gateman on the road, or the things they reacted to, or create a scenario and say, this is what happened to this person and something, and then you say,
What do
just
you
hear
think?
reaction. What do you think? Or sometimes not even what do you think. Just say it and drop it. The real person is going to come out.
All right, so we're going to ask Success to tell us something. But before we do that, I want to get more people, to talk to us. So Success, get ready to talk to us. Then we have one more person. I hope I get it. Nemi Shoma says, my deal breaker is lies, dishonesty, and inferiority complex. Lies have been coming up and down. So people used to lie.
A lot.
People lie. Please talk to us.
A lot.
Has someone lied to you before?
Oh my God.
Tell me about it.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Just thinking about it makes me
Makes you
now.
just. What kind of lie do? I was told that there's a young lady that knows how to lie, to the point that she lied to somebody and told the person, my uncle, this is just paining me. It's just paining me. They say, what is paining you, my young lady? He says, do you know my uncle has 3 swimming pools? He promised to dash me one, and a thief came and took one last
Oh
night.
my God.
People can lie. People can lie. Some people even answer call as though somebody is calling them.
True, sir.
I mean, when nobody is calling them,
Nobody.
they be talking big things.
Big things.
Yes.
Have you seen that kind of people?
Lie to you about their
yes, a lot.
achievements.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
about
you've
what they
not
have,
achieved
yeah,
nothing.
what they have achieved, and say no. But why are you doing that? I told not to give him that.
nothing.
Why do you allow him to go with that vehicle? I don't like people driving that Ford. Please, I'll just please next time give him the Camry.
Okay, but one time I
Yes.
had a friend. We met around my house, so we got talking and then we got close. I didn't know he was married.
Oh,
I was
Lots of them.
okay. We went out once, and one day I was walking on the road with him. And somebody saw me with him. The person didn't say anything, so I accompanied him somewhere and I left him there. So I was coming back. The person met me. I was like, "Where do you know that guy?" I told him, he's my friend now, and we're thinking of getting into a relationship. And the person was like, that guy is married, oh.
don't near there.
That guy is married with kids. I was so shocked.
Very true. A
I
lot
was-
of them.
I was
Oh, yeah,
like,
happened to you too before.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Are you
Even
serious?
in Port Harcourt.
like, this guy is married, and he didn't tell me. And we were even talking about getting into a very serious relationship. So people can lie.
Are
People
you
lie
serious?
a lot.
But ladies and men, who lie more?
So let's forget that.
The guys lie with packaging, as in
Okay.
they package their lies very
Okay.
well, and you think it's. But if a lady lies to you, just check around. You can find the truth around
Yeah,
her.
okay.
But a guy, it's very difficult to tell.
Are you serious?
It's very
Jackson.
difficult to tell.
So, what do you think is advice to people, to be able for them to decipher, the challenges of how people, to be more like sports fake people from afar, in a sense?
Okay. My candid advice to my listener is if you discover any of these deal breaker in any of your relationship, one of our person here said, you wait and watch. For me,
You're not watching.
you don't watch and wait. Go.
Are you serious?
Quit it. Because the more you stay, the more you see more things that will grieve your spirit. And so my candid advice is when you discover one of your deal breakers, please quit the relationship. Don't wait. Quit it.
Don't wait. Quit
Quit
it. Okay, if I want to say
Can I
something.
say- no,
please
I just
say.
want to, say something to what he said. I
Yeah.
didn't say wait. I'm saying give it time. It's only time that can help you see what is happening, the real truth. Give it
Well,
time. It's
well,
different
He-
from
he-
quitting immediately.
well, no,
Well,
that's
when
your
you say
take.
time, when you say give it time, it means also
Wait.
No,
Wait.
no. Let's set this straight. I'm saying you're just entering a relationship. Pastor asks, how can you spot deal breakers? I'm saying you can't just in 3 months, and it's possible to see in 3 months and then you go.
Pastor,
But I'm saying that
Uh-huh.
if you leave it more time,
Okay, from our definition, we are calling it deal breaker.
Yeah.
Something that will
no, if you
happen.
see it today, quit today. I don't mind.
Good. That's what he
But
said.
if you didn't see it today, time will reveal.
Oh,
Don't just
good.
rush into marriage
No,
in 3 months before time.
Both of you are correct. You are saying give the relationship a time to be able to know whether this is the right thing
Real
or whether
not,
it's a
yes.
deal breaker.
Yes.
Then he was answering from the perspective that
You've met it
once I
today,
see that deal breaker,
quit it today.
whether it is 1 week or 6 months,
I quit
Yes.
I quit it.
immediately.
That's what he's saying.
Immediately.
All right, so let's hear Mr. Chima about his own advice to people, how to handle all of these deal breaking experiences.
Okay. My advice is one, you are about entering a relationship or you are in a relationship. One of the things that is very key in a relationship, I don't know if we've experienced this. Have we been in a relationship where all of a sudden interaction just stops?
Wow, silence.
It's just as if Genesis chapter 1 verse 1 is happening or replaying again in the relationship. And there was silence and there was darkness and the Spirit of God was hovering over the deep.
I can imagine that.
It's a state of suspense. Message translation will say a mass of nothingness. So, so when
Deep emptiness.
So when somebody you are in a relationship or you're about entering it, and this kind of thing happens, suspense, no interaction.
Breaking
In fact, you are
communications.
chatting with the person, for example, on WhatsApp, and in less than 5 minutes, there's nothing to talk about anymore.
Oh.
The relationship has lost its sound.
Then
No salt.
The salt has lost
The
its
salt
taste.
is gone.
Yeah, that's a deal breaker. It's either somebody is no longer willing
Interested?
to open up and have interest and talk and have conversation, because it is in the realms of conversation,
Communications.
interaction that revelations take place.
I like that. Please, if you are watching us on Facebook or other platform, please can you write that down? It is in the midst of interaction that revelations, manifest. That's amazing. Go ahead, please.
So when that
And someone has answered you on Facebook. King says yes. King, yes. We agree with you. Go ahead.
Thank you so much. So it's when we come into that kind of scenario, then that's a sign that it's either the deal is about to break or it's already broken but it's not yet spoken.
Chima, yeah. That is broken and not spoken.
Yes, some deals
There is kum at the end of the thing.
Like you broke something and kept it inside. You hid it. You did not tell everybody yet.
And
You're about
but after
to
it
tell
will be,
your
it will be known.
mother. It will come out.
So another thing is the power of that. You mentioned something about crucial conversations.
Yeah.
A time comes when you call the person and say, sis, or brother, auntie, my dear, or whatever you call yourselves. Let's sit down and talk.
I'm sure you don't call that, bro.
Pastor, brother, follow.
Brother, follow.
Pastor, brother, follow.
How can you be looking at the
Or
person?
uncle,
Are you serious?
or auntie, uncle, brother.
It's not sounding it's not sitting well with me.
Pastor,
Justin, would you like somebody calling you uncle?
Pastor, there are
Whenever
stages.
such words are coming out, you know that the relationship
It's not true. I disagree with you.
has lost its savor.
Well,
For you now.
For me,
that is for you
how will
anyway.
you call me uncle?
Uncle.
There's uncle, there's uncle.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
And it is uncle.
there's uncle. No, no.
I'm not.
Oh Lord.
Oh my God. Okay, look at this. Somebody gave us a very long one here. Thank you.
Yes.
Great Omofe. Omofe says, my deal breakers are doctrinal beliefs. If you don't have same doctrinal belief, it's a no. Number 2, disrespect on any level is a no.
Wow.
Freedom level, his ability or her ability to think, say or act without external influences
Very
or
important.
impose restrictions or restraints, especially his ability to say no and still feel comfortable with his decision.
Nice.
Oh, I'm loving this. In fact, I'm going to get this lady here next time. All right, so number 4 says integrity with his ability to stand on his belief and stand without compromise or compromising. He said faithfulness, which is fidelity, his commitment level and faithfulness to responsibility, Knowledge
Very
level.
key.
Yeah. I mean, this is a 6-point agenda.
Yes.
Thank you. 6-point. I see this is how we want people to think with clarity. With this kind of clarity, you cannot easily be deceived.
Yeah.
You can see the clarity here. All right. So it's very important.
Knowledge level, Pastor. Just mention knowledge level.
Knowledge level.
That's a lot of things. That's a big thing for me too.
Yeah, knowledge number 6. Knowledge level. Yeah, knowledge level.
Just
Because you have to also
intelligence.
you have to interact with somebody's intelligence.
Intelligence, Pastor.
Yeah, it's very important. If there's some
can-
people you can't interact in a certain level.
Yes.
And because yeah.
And if yeah, sorry to say, Pastor, I used to tell people that I prefer to deal with someone who is more intelligent than I am,
Okay.
or at the barest minimum at the same level,
Okay.
because there are tendencies to feel, okay, let's be very sincere. A person like me, I am an out there person. I am
Okay.
an up to do person. I want to go get it done person. So if I'm not more intelligent than you are, there are sometimes I would say something or do things that naturally it's not insulting per se, or it's not demeaning per se, but because you feel like you have this low self-esteem and then you're not measuring up to that level, you start feeling less inferior, you start feeling less of yourself, and then you start questioning my actions every time. Is it because you are this? Is it because you are that? But I'm comfortable with someone who is more intelligent. Let me walk towards becoming in your level than trying to. Every time I have to come down, I have to tell myself funny. So
After that, you might have hunchback.
package your words, package your things.
Please
We're
write that
trying
down.
to bring this
If you keep bending for
You have
somebody,
hunchback, so-
stupid, so after a while you will have
But
hunchback.
Pastor, if the person is this, I can become tall. Who knows? There's hope for me.
Yeah, it can help you stretch you up.
Yes,
It can
I'll
help
become
stretch you up.
tall.
I think
Yes.
that's what relationship does for it. Look at what Ejiro said. They say a mass of nothingness is a sign that transition is going on. Someone is making a movement decision. Someone is making a I mean, this is a very big sign. Don't forget, we're talking about science now. So that you don't wait until you are taken to a point of unawares, to a point of despair. All right, that you know that somebody is making a movement decision. You need to know that. And people are liking this comment. What's it called again? Broken and not spoken. Maybe we can call it broken and unspoken.
Broken and unspoken.
Broken
Pastor.
and unspoken. Maybe that be one of these days to do broken and unspoken. Yeah, because it's a very key thing. People don't know where they are. They put you on a waiting room. Have you tried to enter Zoom and they put you on a waiting room?
Yes.
That's another waiting and that language. Waiting room is a big sign. You know.
Let me pray about it for 1 year, 2 years. You're still praying
Somebody's
about
still
it.
praying for 2 years,
2
3
years,
years.
Pastor.
It's a waiting room.
It's waiting room.
Even Zoom cannot keep you like that. If they keep you on Zoom waiting room, please, they don't want you there. Just sign out and go and leave the meeting. All right, so it's important that you know that. You see, you need to know that the person you want to marry need to want you the same way you want the person. Yeah, you should be balanced. You should want you the same way you want him. This is why I put it for me and my wife. We say it's like somebody wanting to die, meeting someone that wants to kill. It's in the nurses of that. That's where the cocoa of the matter is. Am I right? You know what the cocoa of the matter?
True, sir.
Yes, that is where the heart of the matter. If you don't understand what I mean by cocoa, if you're watching that from Australia, it means the heart of the matter, the core issue, the cross of the matter. Yeah, that's what it means. Okay, you must understand, what this is about. Okay, so we're going to begin to give more chance to those of them online also to talk to us. In case you have a question, please ask us. We want to be able to answer your questions. And also, you could see that we have a Telegram group. Okay, they're going to put the Telegram group on the screen right away. Telegram group on the screen. You can join us, okay, on our Telegram group on the Wise Singles Connect. You see it, okay, on our Telegram group, and then join us. There's also a form that has been pinned there. You can just click on that form. It takes you to Wise Singles Connect on Telegram direct. So we want to be able to build a community where we'll be able to connect with you like this meeting now. We're going to share the link on the Telegram group so that people that didn't watch today can watch it later. You can always carry the link and share to your friends. So we want to be able to build a community of singles. We want to reach more single, much more intentionally. All right, so this is amazing what we are having here today. All right, so we have someone say, I think it depends on the age of the one to address uncle. Somebody say uncle is not allowed. Is uncle allowed for you?
No, in fact, uncle is a deal breaker.
Oh, for you.
Uncle.
Uncle.
I don't
Uncle,
relate.
it's not always.
Oh,
We need to talk
you from
afterwards.
Hassan about this uncle.
No, Pastor, you just use uncle, not the uncle. Not this one is UNKU, uncle. Just sometimes.
Okay, not C.
Sometimes just call it uncle.
Uncle.
Uncle, what are you doing? Uncle, that thing you are doing, I don't like it. Like you don't want to be. It's soft landing, Pastor.
Okay. This uncle matter is, I didn't know that they're taking it seriously like this. Okay, so, but all the same, if somebody does not like uncle, it's a deal breaker. You know, that's the beauty of deal breakers. You know, one person, something can be a deal breaker for one, and it's a turn on for somebody else. So you want to know what your deal breakers are, you know, and then run, you know, with that. As we begin to, you know, conclude, we're also going to pray for singles. Don't forget what we say. Please, if you're watching us on Facebook, please kindly share the Facebook link. Okay, set up a watch party. Let your friends watch it. Send the link to the person that you want to be a blessing to, or the person that you are eyeing or he's eyeing you. And you might be amazed that there's a deal breaker going on. There's a mass of what? Nothingness. Okay, it means that I love that somebody is about taking a movement decision, and maybe you are there. They're keeping you in a waiting room. All right, so don't be in the waiting room. You know, some people talk about friendship zone. Friend zone. Is that one too a deal breaker for some people?
The broad zone.
It's a broad zone.
The brother zone. The
Brother zone.
There's a broad zone. There's a friend zone.
Please help me. What
Those zones.
What difference between broad zone and friend zone?
Pastor, when you enter broad zone, there is no hope.
No hope.
I mean, no hope to transit. You're just there. You become family already. No, you don't try it. But there's hope for friend zone. What you have to work hard, really hard to come back to. I'm almost ready to be in a relationship.
Okay.
So broad zone is we
Bro,
don't
yeah,
wait
bro.
for you. We don't wait. You no talk anything. No wahala. We don't move. So Bro Chima, how are you? You're in a broad zone. Do you understand?
Am I taking that literally?
No. I mean, for Christ's sake. I mean, don't take it too seriously. I'm just saying it's example. You know.
Yeah.
So that's a zone. That zone you've been moved from potential dating person or relationship person. You've been moved into family or into church.
Yes, that's a serious issue. You know that some people they are so brotherly or sisterly that they can no longer think that person can marry them. And it's all part of what can make some people, you know, spend longer time than they should ought to have spent. So they are now too much. And meanwhile, that brotherly or sisterly could be an excellent spouse.
Yes, Pastor, it could be. It's true. The person could be, but you waited too long to speak. You just felt like why people are put in brother zone or sister zone is that you waited too long. There's a time frame it's a teen time frame. You don't wait too long.
What do you think average time frame for people? Maybe you or other people. What do you think?
Pastor, if you meet me and like me, someone else, not you, sir. Sorry. If somebody meets me and
Yes.
like me, speak. Open your mouth and say it.
Oh, you prefer that same day?
If you like me, say it. Not immediately, not like you're meeting me for the first time and you start saying that one I'll take you for serious. But
Okay.
I mean, you've studied me for a while and you think that we have a few things that
connects us.
That connects us.
Then say
Open
it.
your mouth and say it.
My
you wait
God.
too long, I put you in a zone.
Brother, I'm telling you now with the permission of the Holy
Speak
Spirit,
it.
open up a mouth and say it.
Speak.
Okay. So do you also like that kind of open up your mouth and say it, or you want them to become more tactical or
Pastor,
something?
you need to say it.
You need to say it.
You know, some brothers have a way of being around you and they're not seeing anything. They will give you all the lights. They will give you green lights. They will give you red lights.
Okay,
They'll give you all the lights.
so they give you green light as you are coming. They give light. You
Red
stop
lights,
again.
confusion.
They give yellow light.
Wait,
That's a lot of confusion.
and they're not
Oh.
saying anything.
Yes.
Such a thing is happening. Most times, people are taking their time to study the person before they speak
It's
out.
study person for how long?
Sir, that's not studying.
Please
Like,
tell
Bless
me.
you.
like you just said, keep coming close. It doesn't matter. It could be a period of 1 month, 2 months. You shouldn't exceed that.
Have you seen a person coming close? The person is giving you green light and the girl is now saying, okay, maybe this one is shy to talk. You want to give the person green light and the person gives you red or amber. It's bad on a girl. A girl
And-
feel bad.
I listened to a relationship sermon some years back,
Okay.
and the title was "Don't Date Devils."
Okay.
One of the characteristics of that was mentioned was this kind of stuff, indecision. The person is trying to show you he's not yet decided, indecision, give you green light. So let me just give you a clear scenario of what is happening in the brother's head. The brother is checking out maybe 5 girls.
Are you
And
serious?
Speak, brother, speak.
I'm telling you the facts.
Speak.
It's
And
like the
then,
sisters are really excited about this answer.
and then Sister Jenny, he likes the hairdo of Sister
Oh
Jenny.
my God.
Hi.
Oh my, this guy is blowing us wind here.
But he doesn't like
The shape.
the shape
Intelligence or
of
shape.
Sister
Chidiade.
K.
Yes.
He doesn't. He likes the legs of Sister Chi,
Yeah.
but he doesn't like her body.
Yeah.
Oh.
So this is what's playing out when a lot of time when a brother is giving you green
Usually
amber
can mold
and
a
all
person.
that kind of light. A lot of times he's trying to check out ladies
Options.
based on
So
physical
you're
appearance.
looking at somebody that her lips better, somebody has a better, breast is
Yes.
very more like what the Lord can bless.
Yes.
Somebody has Manchester, somebody also have Barcelona, so somebody has straight leg,
God.
different kinds of things.
Yes.
Wow. Isn't that's amazing. That's amazing. Or could it also be spiritual dimension I'm looking at? Or not, most of the time, not really.
If the Lord speaks, I don't think the Lord will keep you too long to show you. Actually,
Bro, Chima, people are appreciating you. All the sisters here are appreciating you.
Yes, so
They say,
speak, brother.
Sonto, they say, go on, bro, Chima. They're even giving you power.
Speak.
They say, come on now. This is a serious matter.
Right on, Chima.
Right on, Chima. They are
You're
just
hitting the
They
internet.
are hitting
You're
the
doing
internet.
it.
You are shaking the internet. All right. So, but this is amazing for us, and we want to keep it real as possible. All right. But for the ladies, this is what the men. He's trying to say electron. That's not all. What the men play in their mind before they choose. What do the ladies play in their mind?
I think it's almost the same thing.
So what are they looking at?
Brother A has money.
Okay.
Brother B has 6 packs.
Okay.
Brother C, he has this sense of humor that is very nice. And
Yes.
you're just comparing. And okay, let me wait a little. Let me wait if a better person is coming.
Like I combine all of this together. Combolistic. All right. How about you?
Pastor, I don't wait. I don't have that time.
Okay.
I'm a go-ahead person. I make my decisions like this. So before a brother is coming, I see you before you come.
Oh.
That's me. I see you ahead of time.
How do you see the person in the
I
spirit?
don't know how it happens. My spirit just knows that you're going to come. Like if I'm in a church, I know 1, 2, 3, 4 brothers that are going to come in time.
And here, some people have come.
Pastor.
Talk to me.
Pastor.
Come on, talk to me. Talk to me. Oh my God.
Pastor.
Hey, he said we should not go there.
To break the table.
Oh, you have to break the table. You have to share the table. Oh my
So
God.
I know ahead of time. So before you finally summon the courage to come,
Yes.
I would have done my analysis of you and know exactly that, okay, this person is a no from the beginning, this person is a no because of this person is a likely yes, or this is a yes. So when you come to me,
Yes.
because I have already analyzed what I wanted or knew what I wanted, I tell you there and there. I don't like stringing people along. I think it's bad. I think it's bad to string. I have brothers. The much I tell them to, I don't like you stringing girls along. So because I don't want someone to string me along. So
Stringing along.
no, don't string me along. Just come here so that later on you come and start telling me I prayed later. Do all your prayer before. You pray ahead of time before you approach me.
Oh my.
So
Oh
the
my God.
moment you open your mouth, that means you would have done the spiritual, physical, intellectual, and all the cow. Finish it before you come to me. So as you're coming, I'm either telling you no, I'm telling you yes. Let's do this. So let me think. If I open my mouth and tell a brother, let me think about it. Say no, don't bother.
Most times for ladies.
Yes, he said no. But I don't do that to people.
If you say it again.
If I open my mouth and tell you, let me think about it, just know that it's a no.
Brothers, please, if you are there
If I tell you,
and
don't
you
think
have
about it.
spoken to 3 ladies
And
and
they're
they're all
telling
telling, let me think about it,
My brother,
my brother,
advise yourself. So I will
My
not,
brother.
I know some people. You're in the Zoom waiting
my
room.
brother,
Yes.
you are in the waiting room. Oh.
Start to do something else. But I try not to do that to people because I don't think it is right. Even if you want to tell someone, let me think about it. Give them time. Ask me back in 1 month. Ask me back in 2 days. Give me 5 days. If there's no time frame and somebody is telling you, let me think about it, my brother, find your square root. Oh, they're not thinking about nothing. They're not thinking about anything.
And look at the way she said, this is nothing. She said nothing. Nothing. Okay? So on that ground, we're going to close. I'm going to just give each of them the last word. You know, they're going to advise anyone that is watching us a part of this show today. We want to encourage you. We'll constantly bring, these shows across to you Okay, from August, we're going to go back to our Sunday meetings. All right, I will bring for you all the Sundays in August and going forward. So we're going to having things more like this, just interactive sessions. I want you to, keep it locked down with us every Sunday, and then we're going to just do it together. Thank you so much for being a part of today's meeting. Please don't sign out. First of all, don't forget to write a comment. If you're watching us online, please write for us what you have learned. Since we don't have questions today, so just write what you have learned today. What stood out for you most? Want to be able to document that. And also share the video. All right, share the video. And I can see some married people also here with us. Thank you for joining us. Please also share with us. Tell us you want to keep it real so you can help us know, all right, that somebody is taking a movement decision. It's on a transition. And then you are still waiting. It's so painful for someone to be on transition and you are waiting. It can be so painful. It's so painful, yes. So you are planning together, planning as though you are going somewhere. The person have left you. And only could hit you with a wedding certificate or wedding. The boss has left. The train has gone.
Pastor, they can use your wedding planning and plan and then do the
Oh
wedding.
la lele cola.
Yes, I've seen a situation
That means
like that.
yeah, you can plan wedding.
Pastor, it's not
And
a
then
story.
you the template of the wedding and go with another
It's
person.
not a story. It's a live thing I'm telling you.
A life story.
Yes, in my unical days. The sister is planning and choosing color. Everything.
Blended all the color.
Yes, followed and painted the house, choose the room, everything, set it. And it was done in 2 months with another person. It's a painful thing. It's a really painful thing.
I'll see you next time when we come. But meanwhile, let's give them chance to please, while you write for us the things you have learned, what stood out for you most in today, and how you feel about all that we've talked about today. Just give us an assessment where we did well and all that. Let's get from Ofong. Each of them will say in 1 minute, what stood out for them, added to what they are doing, and then just advise people in 1 minute each.
Okay, what stood out for me is that we were able to be real. We're just real.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
That's the sweetest thing. And so my advice for you, young person, or you single person like me, I'm advising myself also, make God the center of your relationship and set your priorities straight, your values right. It might not be, let me be very real, in matters of sex, it might be very tempting. But make the decision and be sure your partner, the person that is coming to you, has made the decision. Not because you're forcing the person to make the decision for you or because of you. Let them be a person of value before, because so that if for any reason you're tempted, the other person is stronger. Temptations will come. I'm being very sincere here. Temptations will come. There'll be a
So
time
as holy as you are, have come to you before.
Pastor, who am I?
Who am I? Who am I?
Who am I?
Oh, I'm loving this,
So
our sisters.
what
very
I'm
well.
saying is that, so if Brother Jackson had his own value, had already decided by himself, I'm not going to be sleeping, I'm not going to have sex before marriage, I've decided for my own self, between me and God, it's easier. That way it's easier. But if I decided and he did not, there will be a struggle.
Yeah, there will be
There'll
a
be a lot
falling
of
and a
struggle,
waking
and
up.
then most times you yielding. So
Yeah.
make God the center of your relationship, set your values right, and be a nice person, be a sweet person.
All right, sweet person. I like that. Yeah.
Okay, my candid advice is decide on what to do, be sincere to yourself, be a purposeful person, have your dream and your vision, and also be prayerful about it. It's a journey of life. Be prayerful. And make sure also what you desire to see in the other person, you also will put out the same
Very
thing.
well.
Be what you want your partner to be. That's my
Absolutely.
candid advice.
Absolutely. That's excellent. Yeah.
Okay, first of all, I would say relationship is a journey of faith. Have faith in your partner, also have faith in yourself that you can make it work. And then Pastor will always say the litmus test of every relationship is who you're becoming. So
Yeah.
if you're not growing in any relationship, you need to move. Just move. If you're not growing, you move. Thank you.
Okay. What stood out for me is don't be in a waiting room.
In the waiting room.
Because I've been put in waiting room.
Child.
Oh.
It's not a nice place to
Is it a nice place to be?
Brothers, it's not a nice place to
You can
be.
shrink somebody.
Yes.
Sorry.
You can lose weight.
It can even make you as a man, you lose esteem, your self-esteem.
Yeah, that's very yes.
So, especially now, my last word is for each and every one of us is marriage is essentially a union of values, not necessarily persons. So, value the values that are at play when you are in a relationship. That can help you spot the deals to break and the ones to allow to continue. Thank you so much.
Oh, amazing. So we have some feedbacks here. We have Pastor Ford says sister, give time frame and don't keep a brother in the waiting room. Waiting room is I think we need to do something about waiting room. Waiting room is becoming something. It's a dangerous zone to be. Waiters, I love you all. Ejiro said he wants to do that for me is, mass of nothingness, broken but not spoken. Waiting room, honorable brother. Let's think about it. All right, it's a journey of life, but be what you like to see in that person. Amazing. Prayer is key. It's a journey of life. And I think I love what Chima said lastly. He said marriage is more than a union of persons. It's a union of values.
Yeah.
Isn't that excellent?
It's excellent.
Yeah. More than a union of values. It's a union of persons. Thank you so much for that. Thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you, Fong. Thank you for keeping it real. Thank you, Jackson. Thank you, Success.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Chima. I think we need to do this again. This team is a powerful team. They kept it real. I'm basically a facilitator today, and I know that we can only take this journey to a higher level. Thank you. Please don't forget to share, the link. Okay, share the video when we are done, literally on your platform and on your timeline, so that your friends can see it. If you want to do a watch party, that's excellent. And all other platforms that you are on YouTube and on Twitter, you can retweet on YouTube, on Twitter, and then YouTube, you can also make comments and copy the link and drop in other groups that you belong to. And don't forget what I said, we are building a community of wise singles. So we have a wise singles connect on Telegram. The link is pinned onto this video in the comment section. You click on it, it can take you to that place, and then we will see you next time. Thank you so much. I'm going to pray, and I just want us to pray for the singles. I just want us to open our mouth and pray. Let's pray. Put your mic. Let them feel the impact of our prayer. Let's just speak in the Holy Spirit. Le kora zebabate keteyada. Elikrato zebebebi kapapapaya. Enkatala bradabalido jeke pataya. Endeli gradabali bradagadizo kosota. Rabba de jigreti la barabadiz ke papapata. Entala bali kratoski papapata. Endele diga zozoshe. Enkolo bradizo zokotosha. Ela bababa likretile sotosha. Father, we give you all of the praise. Elulu ke papa. Leko shibra telegiri dibalida shagababata. Lekrasude shibababata kindolosa. Meliga tatejo kolibradiza. Father, we give you all of the praise. In Jesus' mighty name we pray.
Amen.
Lord, we pray for every single person that have joined us in today's meeting. I pray that anyone that is under any kind of spell or any kind of wrong relationship that can lead to law relationship being a nasty one that can frustrate their lives, we pray in the mighty name of Jesus, may there be a turnaround for them. In the precious name of Jesus Christ, I pray for them, Lord. May your wisdom rest upon them. May your wisdom rest upon them. May your increase rest upon them. From now on, may wisdom be infused into every one of them. Father, we thank you because we will not be victims of heartbreaks. We will not enter into wrong relationships. May the person that needs courage to break a relationship, may that person receive courage tonight. In the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Thank you because the people that are here and those watching us and those that watch this video after now, may they see the impact of what God can do over their life. In Jesus' gracious name we have prayed. Thank you so much for joining us. We cherish you and we value you. We look forward to seeing you more again. Don't forget, click on that link to take you to join us on our Telegram group. We have a community there. The link of this video will be placed there, and then also you can get your friends to join us. Thank you so much. We cherish and value you. We'll see you next time. Can we tell them bye? Give them bye. Yeah.
In 2 days already. I am so happy you stayed to the end, and I'm so happy you invited people to join the live stream. So if you're not yet on our Telegram group, you're missing out a lot. Hit the link in the comment section to join the Telegram group right away. There's gonna be a whole lot more things to learn, a whole different experience there. People are just interacting and connecting there. Join the Telegram group today and we'll be happy to see you. And then remember, this video is still online. It's available on demand. Copy the link, send it to your friends from whichever part of the world you can think of. Thank you so much for being part of the program once again. Remember to follow our page at The Wisdom Place. Follow at Osiri Wisdom, at Favor Osiri Wisdom on social media, all across all social media channels. Thank you so much. We'll see you some other time. Have a beautiful time.
rain.